The following program is sponsored by Happy Science.
Hello and thank you for accepting our invitation to happiness. Ryuho Okawa is a global visionary, a renowned spiritual leader, and an international best-selling author. With his deep spiritual insight, wisdom, and compassion, Okawa is committed to guide people to true happiness and create a better world. To accomplish this, he founded Happy Science Group in Japan in 1986, which has become a global movement in over 100 countries. His vision and message to the world goes beyond the differences of race and language. Together, throughout this program, we will explore ways to attain true happiness through a spiritual perspective and how to create a better world starting from within. Today's topic is how to achieve true success. We all chase dreams, goals, and want success. But what is true success, and how can we achieve it? Before we find out, let's first ask the people in New York, what is true success to you?
Fulfillment, self-fulfillment. For me, somehow impacting other people's lives in a positive way that helps me feel like a better person.
Being able to do what I want to do, to do things that I enjoy without having to worry about money.
True success is being happy, in my opinion.
True success to me is when you find yourself. When you're happy with yourself, you're definitely successful. It's all important when you're happy with yourself.
True success is enjoying life as much as I can and learning and meeting as many people and making as many connections as I can.
It's truly discovering yourself, being who you truly are, not trying to please other people.
At Happy Science, the definition of true success includes the growth and improvement of our souls, along with contributing to the happiness of others. The result of our success is very important. At the same time, it is the mindset, specifically our motivation and attitude behind success, that are equally important. With this in mind, let's listen to Okawa about the important mindsets in achieving true success.
What is most important for human beings is what he or she always thinks about. Aside from the thoughts that you coincidentally have on a single day, what you think about over the course of a year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years is what determines who you are. Your mindset is what is important. Part 1 talks about living with simplicity and a carefree spirit. This is a surprisingly valuable principle. Over time, our minds become overcomplicated as we learn and experience more and more new things. The more knowledge we gain, the more things there are to think about. And the more we go through a variety of experiences, the more we start to think negatively. The complexity of our lives makes us indecisive. We become stuck between choices and begin to spend a long time agonizing about what to do. We expect to get smarter as we gain more knowledge and experience. But many people find that as they go through their 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, they spend an increasing amount of time fretting and feeling troubled. We should be getting wiser, but our thinking becomes too elaborate and we cannot simply get things done decisively. It is easier to act bravely and decisively when we are young because our knowledge and experience are quite slim. There is nothing to hold us back. But we begin to lose this as we age and start to take a defensive approach. We begin to overthink and may hesitate to do things in a new way because we think the old ways are good enough. Or we might waver on deciding between two people over the fear of taking sides. Instead, we should make persistent efforts to keep things simple and uncomplicated. To discipline ourselves to think rationally, pragmatically, and simply while accumulating more experiences and knowledge is a kind of wisdom. It is actually difficult to think simply, but the results are tremendous. Thinking simply gives us the power to take action. Many intelligent people become paralyzed by overly complex thinking. So from time to time, we should remember the value of being plain and positive. Just be modest and live cheerfully. Stop dwelling in and holding on to the past. Stop thinking too much about other people's feelings. Forget about your grudges and envious thoughts. Get rid of them immediately. This is simplicity. You will learn to live gracefully by accepting things as they are and swiftly move on. To live gracefully has many meanings, but in short, grace comes from the ability to let go of one thing to gain what has more value, despite having countless things that we desire. Attachments come in many forms, and if we try to hold on to many things, we become paralyzed. So make the decision to choose the things that are important over the others. Just let go of lesser things. You will find that your heart feels much lighter. I believe that living with simplicity and grace is a truly wise way to live. There is no purpose in being sandwiched and paralyzed between two choices. It only results in a lot of wasted time. We are prone to developing inferiority complexes from childhood. There is no one without one complex or another. But the question is, to what age we hold on to these complexes? You have spent too much time dwelling on them if you still have it at the age of 50, 60, or 70. You must let go of it somewhere along the way. You must get rid of your complexes and change them. People with inferiority complexes have little room to think about others. They are only thinking about themselves and are concerned about how to be saved. So we need to overcome them as soon as we can. It is another form of self-centeredness. It is important not to carry inferiority complexes with you for so many years that they become a form of egotism and self-centeredness. Stop paying too much attention to yourself and just shift your focus to helping other people. No one in this world is completely free of an inferiority complex. But it is important that we overcome such feelings and change ourselves from someone who is troubled by our own problems into someone who helps other people find solutions to their problems. So it is most important to reflect on your state of your mind. Step 4 in I'm Fine Spirit is about being strong in the face of criticism. We should try to be positive and accept our worries, work responsibilities, and hardships in a constructive way. The purpose of being born into this world was not to live an easy life. At Happy Science, we believe that the purpose of our lives on earth is to face challenges that will help our souls advance to the next level and shine even brighter than before. If you ever feel as though life is being tough on you, and you are facing too many hardships, remember that we are never given a burden that is too great for us to bear. You were given the problems you have been facing because you have the ability to withstand them. No matter how tough our lives become, in the final analysis, we will all pass on from this world. You need to understand that your habit of repeating negative thoughts is what is making you unhappy. So look back on yourself. Before you let the next negative thought slip from your lips, try again to accept your problems. And for the problems you face, whether it be at work or in your life as a whole, please embrace it peacefully and consider why you were given such problems. Please accept that they were given to you for a chance to grow. I would like you to remember not to run away from the problem and instead face it with courage. In the final analysis, there is not much of a difference in people's abilities. What it comes down to is our courage. Strangely enough, when we have a lot of knowledge or are in a position of power, we tend to act with less courage. This is what causes problems. So it all comes down to courage. I believe from now on, increasing number of people in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond will begin learning new languages and change jobs. Some people will change their jobs. When you change jobs, you will feel inexperienced and come across work you've never done. Honestly speaking, this is scary. When you are inexperienced, things appear scary. It is not difficult to start something new in your 20s, but in your 60s, it can be quite tough to work in a new field.
Again, at Happy Science, the definition of true success is the improvement of our souls along with society. Because our lives are so closely connected to others on a daily basis, it is important to seek success that also benefits society in order to produce real prosperity. With this being said, let's review the 4 important mindsets in pursuing our goals. First, we are what we think, and our thoughts create our future. Second, think simple. Instead of overcomplicating matters, think simple and stay focused. Third, don't compare yourself with others, but bless them instead. Fourth, stay resilient, positive, and courageous. Don't run away from challenges, but confront them with courage instead. Let's proceed to the last 3 mindsets.
The most important thing is to believe that there is power in self-affirmation. You should repeatedly affirm yourself that you will be fine. The principle of the I'm fine spirit applies here. You should constantly and repeatedly give yourself positive self-affirmations and say to yourself, I'm fine, I can do it, I can definitely do this. By doing so, you will begin to be able to do it. We are never too old to start over. I have found that you are never too old to start exercising. Our physical fitness has nothing to do with our age. In the final analysis, people who successfully develop good habits are the ones who come out on top. Whether in sports or in studies, you need to use willpower in the beginning. But once you have created good habits and practice them over and over, they will transform into power before you know it. Step 7 of I'm Fine Spirit is about making the effort to radiate positivity all the time. This is a very important point. Our friends will begin to leave us if all we do is talk about negative ideas. No one wants to be around messengers of doom. So instead of saying, for example, something bad is going to happen to me, our business is going to fail, or the world is going to get worse, try to radiate positivity. We all like people who are cheerful because we feel energized when we spend time with them. If negative words have a habit of slipping from your lips, make a strong effort to stop them. Even teenagers can fall into this bad habit. But pessimism tends to become more of a habit as we age. Of course, this is often caused by physical fatigue and emotional trauma. Still, this does not change the fact that everyone wants to stay away from pessimistic people. So we should make an honest effort to give off positive, constructive energy. When you begin to get the hang of thinking positive, you will learn to help yourself. That is, you will learn to generate your own energy. It is my hope that all people will become self-generators. We should make it our goal to have the power to light ourselves up, make ourselves glow, and shine our inner light brightly. And when, in time, you learn to maintain a positive, constructive, and cheerful attitude, no matter what trials come your way, it means that I have managed to save one person out of the 7 billion people on Earth. I am sure that once you have achieved this for yourself, you will move on to saving the people around you too. There needs to be more light. This world needs more light. What is this light? It is the light that shines in the darkness. It is the opposite of darkness. Then what is darkness? Darkness symbolizes ignorance of the truths, complaints, feelings of discontent, an excessive desire. When we look inside our mind and find it filled with an unsightly muddiness, that is what I mean by darkness. We should never become dark people. Instead, our aim should be to become people of light. If you suffer from discontent and a lot of complaining, you should realize that your state of mind is attuned to hell right now. And you should try to find a way out of that dark world. It will be too late if you wait until you pass on from this world and find yourself in the dark underworld. So start looking for the way out immediately. How can you do it? I have been teaching you to correct your mindset. First, think of the kind of seeds you should sow in your mind. Next, the kind of attitude you take from such mindset become important. And finally, the kind of action you take is crucial. If you have time to complain, ask yourself whether you can spend that time engaged in more constructive, positive, courageous actions. I would especially like to emphasize that you should stop looking for excuses. Instead, look for ways to move forward, little by little. It's a sign that we have become too clever if we find ourselves making excuses before we even try. Many people start doing this as they get older, and intelligent people are prone to this habit. So if you notice that you are making excuses more frequently, take a moment to reflect. Make the decision to stop. Be more constructive. and search for other ways. There is nothing productive in explaining to your boss your reasons why a job cannot be completed. But those who search for and suggest ways to make improvements will be able to help save their company in times of recession and develop their company in times of stability. People blame the government or the world, but the truth might be that we just need to change our attitude. So begin by changing your habits, the things you say, and your way of thinking. If we do not challenge ourselves again and again, we will never be able to accomplish anything. If you think that your ideas are good or right, then keep coming back with them. If you often make excuses or run away from your problems, please make a constant effort to change your life to a positive and constructive one. By doing so, I am sure that you will achieve success gracefully.
The following 3 mindsets are 5. Believe in yourself. 6. Use the power of habit. 7. Use positive self-affirmations to motivate and encourage yourself. Stop making excuses and repeatedly challenge yourself. Next, let's hear some encouraging words from Okawa in English.
In our teachings, I said Buddha nature, good nature, it's the origin of self-trust. From this self-trust and self-confidence, you can say, I'm fine every day. In your setbacks, if you can say, I'm fine. If you keep I'm fine attitude, you are a great man. Stop complaining and think positive. Don't think negative. Negative thinking leads you to the hell. So please change your mind and choose positive thinking. I usually said to you that what you think is what you are. So please think positively every day. Please get through your tough times by positive thinking or by I'm fine spirit. Please say be positive or I'm fine every day. So make some value to this world, produce some kind of dreamful works in this world. Be positive means have a dream. You must have a dream. If you want a dream and realize your dream, you must be positive. Be positive attitude leads you to realize your dream. We must have dreams. Dream for Buddhaland, utopia. So from now on, please say, I'm fine in any case. If you, in tough times, please get through by this word, I'm fine.
Trust in your divine nature and make a fresh start from today. Become a person who can generate positivity from within and illuminate the people around you. This is what true success really is. Aim to become a person that can always say, "I'm fine, I can do it." At Happy Science, you can listen to Okawa's other lectures related to today's topic. We also offer success seminars, as well as ritual prayers, such as Prayer for Success and Prayer for Economic Prosperity. We are here to support you in attaining happiness in life. For more information, please contact a Happy Science location near you.
If you'd like to learn more about Okawa and the teachings of Happy Science, visit invitationtohappiness.org or call us at 1-800-710-7777.
We have a big announcement. On Sunday, October 22nd, Okawa will be coming to Toronto, Canada to give a special lecture. It will take place at Weston Harbour Castle, Toronto. All are welcome. Seats are limited. Please make your reservation by going to invitationtohappiness.org or by calling 1-800-710-7777. Once again, thank you for accepting our invitation to happiness. Join us next week as we continue our journey to happiness with the topic, The Mindset That Conquers Cancer. See you next time.
What kind of life were you born to live? What would you like to have achieved before the last day of your life? Find your keys to happiness and success today. The Laws of Success, a spiritual guide to turning your hopes into reality.
This book will give you not only spiritual guide, but actually how to be successful so that you can get economically prosper with that enlightenment of your love and compassion. That's what makes this book so special. Most important thing I got out of this book is this serenity within in that very chaotic environment. You know, you need to make decisions, but if you make decisions, quiet mind and serenity within is crucial. That's, I think, affect not only my happiness for myself, but people who work with me feel that calm, happy energy. I think that's the reason that I got promoted. This book will give you economical prosperity with a big, loving heart.
The preceding program was sponsored by Happy Science.